welcome to the south of France.
Mm.
So we're sitting in front of a house that we found. We looked at it, and we'll give you guys a tour. But it's in this beautiful area that's quiet. But it's close.
It is. It's close to everyone. It's within 10 minutes of all of our friends. It's within 5 minutes to the Dordogne River. It's 5 minutes to Le Bourg
Yeah.
for grocery shopping.
Which grocery shopping? Hold on. Sundays? We got to get used to. I have to get used to it. I guess I'm having a harder time than you are. But you can't do anything here on Sundays. I know it's a day of rest.
We went grocery shopping this morning.
We did.
They closed at about 12:30. So you do have to get up and do your shopping early.
Yeah. So it's different here. It's Kazune. It's a different way of life. It's a different pace of life.
Mm-hmm.
And it's amazing, but it's definitely something I have to get used to. So what do you like about up here?
Well, just for a minute.
That's what you like about up here.
I like that.
Yeah, the quiet.
Quiet and the birds. It's pretty. This village is called Saint Chamasset. Saint Chamasset. We drove through the village earlier, so we'll show you some footage of that.
It's not a big village.
No, it's not. It's very small, but it's very nice. It's kind of tucked up in the hillside, yet again, just minutes down the hill.
Yeah. To
some bigger towns. So this one has 3/4 of an acre.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty level. It's got a little bit of a slope to it, but nothing compared to what we have been looking at.
Mm-hmm.
It's got some beautiful terraced garden areas that I could clean up. It's got great big rooms upstairs.
In the main house.
In the main house,
yep.
In the main house, it's got a nice big rooms upstairs. It's habitable right now. I mean, we could move in now and be okay. There's definitely some updates we'd want to do to it, but give us an opportunity to get the gîte ready. Got to put a kitchen in there.
Yeah, I need to put. Yeah, it doesn't have a kitchen right now.
Have a kitchen.
The gîte's a little lacking, but it's still nice.
It's very nice.
And here's the thing: we don't know how long they've been gone from here.
Mm-mm.
But when we first toured it, and we'll give you guys a full tour, but when we first toured it, there was no smell. When we open it up, no smell.
It wasn't musty or damp or dusty. It just looks like it's been a really well loved and taken care of home.
Yep.
I think we could definitely do some things to it to make it our own. So
yeah, it has parking.
It does have parking for both us, and then the separate entrance for the gîte, which is nice.
Yep.
Have a little separation from renters. You'll have your own privacy, private area. Yeah, I think this is it.
So did this do all your check boxes?
It did.
To check.
Yep, it did. Parking. Yeah,
that was a big one for both of us.
Yeah. I really wanted to have the rental or the gîte separate from the house.
Yep.
A little privacy for both the renters and us. As an office space so that we can work while we're here.
Yeah, a completely separate space.
Yeah.
Which eventually we might connect it.
Maybe. I mean,
it depends.
We'll live here for a little bit and see how that goes.
Yeah.
Huge stone fireplace. Absolutely love. It's got the old stone kitchen. The home is from the 18th century, so
the main part of the home.
Main part of the home. Yeah, we figure late 1700s. And then it has had some parts added onto it.
Which they did a great job.
They did a really good job. The Jeet is a little newer.
Yeah, we don't know how new.
Yeah.
But it's still made the same way with stone.
Yeah.
And
It
such.
looks very authentic
Yes, they did a good
to
job.
the 18th century. Yeah, I mean, it's got a nice big kitchen. I love the kitchen walks right out onto the terrace. I wanted that as well. Easy access to the kitchen from the terrace.
Mm-hmm. As Rochelle said earlier in the video, a bar out here. So this comes out of the kitchen.
Yeah, this opens up directly into the kitchen. We'll do a little bar out here and set up a barbecue and nice table for dining out here. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think most people spend a lot of time outside here.
Yeah. Which
is nice.
What we wanted. Yeah,
yeah,
and this also has the garden or the yard. We really wanted to have outdoor space.
And level ground, like you mentioned earlier, for the dogs.
Yeah. Yeah. Blue is in a cart. He's disabled, so he is in a cart most of the time when he's out. So this will be nice for him to be able to get around.
Yeah, just try to keep him from tipping over.
And Callie, I don't know.
Callie's just gonna run.
Callie's just gonna run. She's gonna love it.
Yeah.
Anyways, I don't know. What are the pros and cons for you?
Oh, big pro. I mean, you've already hit all the pros. The quiet.
Mm-hmm.
The land. You know, it's got ample land. It's from what we understand, even if we want to put build a garage at some point, we can do that. Some places here in France, we found that you can't. Mm-hmm. They restrict even from building on your own land, which is fine.
Especially if it's waterfront property, like along the Dordogne River. We had looked at a place, or we had some friends stop and look at a place for us while we were still in the States. And after a little more research, found out that waterfront property here in France, it is all public access. So you do not have any private property along the river, which I have no problems with. I think that's great. So everyone has equal access. But it does limit to what you can build, what you can do as far as improvements on the property. So...
And you have to get permission.
Yeah, you have to get permission. So this one had a beautiful outdoor terrace. But if we wanted to put like a cover, a roof or something, you know, we'd have to get approval or they wouldn't allow it at all. So, and plus it was in a kind of a flood area. And right now the river is very, very high.
Yeah, it's come down some since we've been here a week already.
Yeah.
And it's come down some, but it's still really high.
Really high compared to when we were here this last summer. And we paddled the river for a few hours and it was a lot lower. So it's surprising. I'm glad we came this time of year so we could kind of see it when, you know, things really aren't in bloom. Leaves are off the trees. So you really can kind of see like worst case scenario, what it may look like, how high the river gets. Yeah, so it's been interesting to see that during this time of year. I feel like I've kind of been here. Have I been here all 4 seasons now? So first time I came was in the spring. The next time I came was in the fall. And then we came this last summer.
Yep. And then
we're here winter.
Yeah, so you hit all 4.
I feel like I've hit all 4 seasons here. And
I'm a slacker. I've only hit 2.
I will say summers are very warm, so we will have to look into getting a
AC
or a split system somehow to bring to cool it down a little bit, because we're from the Pacific Northwest. We are not used to the heat.
Well, and one thing about a lot of the homes here, unless it's already been renovated, it doesn't have heat or cool.
Central heat or air.
So a lot of places just use fireplace.
Yeah.
Still.
Or they'll, you know, have like a radiant heater.
Or if it's been renovated, they have radiant heater.
Yeah.
But this one doesn't yet. And what we'll do is we'll probably just do a big split air for upstairs and downstairs here, and then a split air for the
For
Jeep.
the Jeep, yeah. Yeah, I think that would work. And the office space, I could just probably get away with doing a little fan or something in there. So
Oh, we might have to look at that. Yeah, that one's going to be an interesting one.
we'll
We'll
see.
see.
I
Yeah,
mean, I don't know how much we'll really be here during the summer.
yeah.
So
So, but I mean, this checked off everything that I wanted.
yeah.
And I don't have any reservations.
Are we gonna talk price?
Yeah, let's talk price. I mean, this is it.
So 3/4 of an acre. The house is how big is
Well,
the
the house without the Jeet is 90 meters squared.
90 or 98 square
I think
meters.
it's 90,
Yeah.
Anyways,
And the Jeet is
I don't know the
I
size
don't
of the
know.
Jeep,
We'd have to look and see what the size of the Jeet is.
but we'll figure that out.
Yeah. So asking is 211,000 euros. I think we're gonna probably put it in an offer for 190. They'll probably come back. We're willing to go up to 200, I think.
Yeah.
200. I'd feel comfortable.
I'm
with.
hoping they come back at 195.
I hope so too, but we'll see. So we haven't actually put the offer in yet. This is kind of like our little visit to, like, is this really what we want to do?
And right now we're setting this up as a vacation home.
It would be a holiday home for
Holiday
us.
home.
Exactly. Yeah, initially, while we work some more in the States and kind of figure things out here, and then we'll talk about, when we
some
want to
point.
get long-term visas, etc. So right now this would be a holiday home. Yeah, and a rental during the summer. Just we want to have a place where we can bring family, friends, let everyone kind of get a little taste of the south of France. I think everybody should at some point in their life.
Yeah.
And it's just great having all of our friends here. We had everyone over here yesterday when we first went into the house.
It was very loud.
It was very loud. I feel a little bad for the neighbors next door, but they seem to be pretty good sports about it. We had everyone here, and it was a lot of fun. I really like sharing that with everyone. And now it's just us. Just kind of wanting to come back and see when it's quiet.
Yeah.
Everyone is here, but out of all of our friends, and we have some persnickety ones.
Yes. Well, they're
we have some that are very
we love you all.
Oh.
But they're very opinionated.
Very much so.
And we love that about them.
We do. Yes.
But the one thing they all said is, wow, bye.
Yeah, they all agreed. So I think since we got
we didn't think that was going to happen.
I didn't think who I
yes,
am thinking was going to hold out. Oh, I thought for sure.
And you know who we're talking about.
We love you. Yeah, I thought for sure that he was going to find something wrong, but he looked pretty happy about it too.
He did.
So,
yeah, he did.
It's great to get everyone's buy-in. Of course, that's not the determining factor, but it is nice to have everyone's, opinion and input since they all own homes here and they all know the area. It's just nice to bring them here and everyone be as excited about it as we are.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. So the next steps are we're going to put an offer in.
You're going to put an offer in.
And that's a long process in France.
It is. So we'll put an offer in. We may have a little back and forth with the owners, which is expected. It will take about 3 months before we sign the Compte. I'm not even going to pretend. I don't know.
The contract.
It's the contract. There's a French word for it. So it will take about 3 months before we really sign that. That kind of binds you in, I guess, kind of takes the house off the market per se.
But then there's still time after that.
There's still time after that. So then the notaire, which is the notary, does spend a few months. And I don't quote me on this, but from what we have heard is that basically the notaire goes and looks for all ancestors that are related to this property. So any ancestors that owned this property in previous history at some point that are still alive. What the notaire does is they reach out to those ancestors and basically say, hey, you have first dibs to
Yep.
this. They're selling this property. And because your ancestry, your family previously owned this land and this property, in essence, they have first rights to purchase it when it comes up for sale. Of course, that's so different than in the States. So that does take some time, could take up to another 3 months. So it could be up to 6 months
Yeah, 6 or
before
8 months.
we end up closing on this. So we definitely would not have the Jeet up and going by this summer. We're hoping by next summer. That would give us some time to fix it up and do some work on it. But yeah, it's not a fast process here. Honestly, nothing in France is fast. That's probably the hardest thing.
But also one of
Us
the nicest
Americans.
things.
It
And
is. That's
once
why
you're
we
used to it,
like
once you get
it.
used to it.
Yeah, that's why we like it here. It is a different pace of life. But when you're trying to get things done, it can feel a little frustrating or daunting. But we just have to
From what
remember.
we're used to.
Exactly. We just have to remember to take a deep breath.
Yeah. And the same thing is with if you just buy just flat land. We had friends that bought a piece of land recently, and it was a whole process. The people that owned it that prior, they had to do this same process with the land, so somebody else had a first of right. So it's very interesting.
It is interesting. I appreciate that. I
100%.
feel like, some people may have, ties to certain areas or whatever, I mean, so we'll see. This home is owned by an elderly couple that are in their 90s. They have 2 daughters. They're all in Paris. And
They're the ones that want to sell.
they're the ones that want to sell it, So, yeah, I don't feel like there's going to be any issues with it, but
no.
I'm really surprised though, our amazing realtor Charlotte, who, now keep in mind, you don't normally just have one realtor here. Again, I think we had said previously that you have to work with, or you're supposed to work with, whichever realtor has the listing of the property. But we're fortunate that
very fortunate.
Our friends know this wonderful and amazing woman, Charlotte, who is a realtor here, and she just has a way. If you do have a realtor and they are willing to find out details of a property and go directly to the owners, you can do that.
Yes.
And that's what she did. She literally walked around to the neighbors here to find out who the owners were and what their contact information was, and she contacted them directly and said, hey, I have someone that's interested and wants to see the property, but they want me to show it to them, and they agreed.
Yeah, which we did. We want her to.
We want to work with Charlotte. She's amazing. So we were fortunate that she was able to show it to us, and she'll be able to help us through the process. So
yeah,
I'm excited about that. So I think I really want to see if the neighbor next door is out and about. We hear that he is English from the UK. We did see him yesterday. He said hello in English, so we know he speaks English.
Yes. Which we have to start taking classes.
We'll start taking some French classes.
Yes.
But it's kind of nice because it sounds like he does live here full time. And then there's neighbors down past him that we haven't quite figured out, and they may just be a holiday home as well. So it would be nice to meet the neighbor and kind of see what he thinks, and get a feel for that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so quiet out here.
It is so quiet.
Love it. I'm sure the neighbors were happy when we left yesterday, because I'm sure our voices just echoed through this valley.
Us Americans are very loud and obnoxious. Not that we mean to be, but that's the way you're raised.
It's just our nature. We're just kind of loud. So yeah, and through this valley, I'm sure it just echoed all the way through.
Well, we're here.
I know. They'll know when we're here, that's for sure.
But so, the next step is that. And then after that, well, between now and then, we're going to be looking at different towns. We'll bring you along. to look at the
Thanks.
towns that are around here,
Explore the area.
explore the
Yeah.
area.
Yeah.
This is just what we chose for us, but there's so many wonderful towns, cities, or villages.
Villages.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Around in the south of France that are absolutely amazing. There's some that are busier than others. Like
Mm-hmm.
Bergerac is much busier
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
than what we chose here. We wanted a quiet lifestyle. That's just what we prefer.
It's not super easy to get here.
It is not. It was 25 hours.
It's a long travel day, that's
Yeah.
for sure. We are working on finding different, more direct routes to get here, not having to go through Paris, and we're trying to figure out the car situation. Like, do we buy a car and leave it here? But
So we'll take you guys along with that.
there's just like so many things that we have to figure out. But we're here for another week. We're gonna be. We're gonna.
Well, you're going to be working.
Yeah, I am gonna be working.
She's still working.
I'm still working in the evenings. But I think we're putting an offer in.
Yeah.
Whew.
Scary.
I think that's the first time I've actually said that. So, anyhow.
And you put it out there for the world.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, I love this part of France. Again, it's not easy to get to, but we'll figure it out. I think that's why it's so quiet here. But I will say, everyone really is very friendly.
Yes.
It's not like in Paris where they're a little put off by Americans. Let's just put it that way. We went to a new little pub.
Oh, great
in,
pub. Fantastic.
Saint Cyprien yesterday. Was it? It was in Saint Cyp, right?
Yeah. And we'll do a video of Saint Cyp.
Yeah.
Saint Cyp's another village that's so cool.
It is. It's very cool. Our friends, a couple of our friends live over there in Saint Cyprien in the Mizen area, which is actually the area that we were looking at the first house.
Which you've seen from the prior video.
Yeah. And but a cool little pub we found yesterday. An English couple bought it, and they're just renovating it and getting it up and going. But we had a really good lunch there yesterday. I felt bad because we kind of closed the place down. We hung around for so long, which is totally normal here.
And they're not used to that big of a group of people.
Yeah, there were.
There was only 7 of us.
7 of us, yeah. But I mean, it's small little pub.
Yeah.
He was very friendly. He was very thankful, appreciative that we came in and had lunch there. And got to talk with him. So we'll definitely be going back there. So I like supporting those local little places like that around here and just kind of getting to know the owners. We went into another little restaurant in Le Buisson de Carouane, which is another village that our other friends live in. And there's a little restaurant there. And we had missed lunch. We got in there just after 2. And so, unfortunately, we had to have a liquid lunch that day. So we each had a couple beers. We got to know a local in there, Tom. He's from Norway. So we sat and visited with him for a while.
Yep.
So it's just fun. It's fun to just find little pubs and cafes and little hangout spots and just talk to the locals.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a good time.
It's nice that they all are really actually very good at English here. It's helpful. We try. Our French every now and then, but
fall on our face sometimes. But you know what? You just
get it.
And go, keep going.
We'll get it. We'll figure it out. So.
I don't know. So here we go.
We're doing it.
We'll talk soon.